Coach, after this one, what do you say to your team after this loss?
Well, we have to be smarter than we were all night tonight. There were several things we talked about in huddles, and we came out, and we didn't execute. Bottom line, we did not execute on things that we coached, and we lost to a more aggressive team. I think when it was all said and done towards the end, they were hitting to where they were scoring, and we were still trying to figure out where to score. So I think it was a tale of 3 different sets, but at the same time, they all had a similar result. Us getting down on ourselves and not being aggressive enough. So until we learn to do that, we're going to continue to relearn that lesson. But at the end of the day, I thought it was a good Union County team that was able to not just let us take any sets, but came back and competed and pushed us towards the end of every set, and they came out victorious.
And as you know, against a good team, you can't make many mistakes.
No, and again, we really struggled to dig some balls that we shouldn't have, and I think, when we did have a moment to break through, whether we attacked the ball out of bounds or whether we served a ball on the net, we shot ourselves in the foot again. So, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror individually and believe in ourselves individually, and that's what I just told them. And I think if there's a lot more self-belief, the team starts believing in each other. But still some hurdles to get over, and obviously if they're not improving on that end, that comes back to me, and I got to find a way to motivate them in a way we haven't yet.
Yeah. So really most of this is a mental thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's mental, and I think it's experience. I think, as the year goes on, we're going to learn from some of those things and learn how to not get beat in the multiple ways. And there was ways we could have communicated through some of that tonight, and we just failed to do so. So, again, not giving up on each other or ourselves.
You had some sets there where it went back and forth, and pretty much all 3 sets just couldn't keep the lead, especially the one that came to mind was the second set. I believe you had the big lead, and it got away from you.
Yeah, and I told my assistant coming to the end of first set, I'm not surprised that we were up. I was surprised to see how are we going to close them out.
Yeah.
And we had to close them out. They weren't going to give anything to us, and we just failed to do so. And with every point, they gained confidence, and every point we kind of fell over ourselves and lost confidence. So, again, it all boils down to that C word. We got to be more confident in ourselves and others, and I think we stand to improve if we do.
Well, then how do you find that magical area that you're looking for as a head coach? You've been doing this for a while, so what are you going to try to find then, and how?
When we get in this part of our schedule, it's tough because we were off over the weekend, and then we had a break yesterday. We come back tomorrow. We need to take care of some in-house stuff, and then Thursday and Friday get a couple practices to where we can get better for this weekend. So things will slow down. We'll get a time to work on stuff a little more as the season moves through, and I think with that, hopefully we'll see some better results.
Well, Jan and I were talking about your schedule coming up this weekend. It doesn't get a whole lot easier, does it?
Yeah, I start with Mooresville, and we're going to either go on to Central after that or Newcastle. So a team that's beaten us before, a team that is state renowned in Newcastle, but we're not going to look past Mooresville. That'll be a good first test for us, and to see if we can get some confidence in what we've been doing. I think we're close. It's just getting over that hump to get some additional confidence.